What is going on, everybody? It is your host, Wingo Dang, and we had a lot of crazy stuff go down this week between the Halo Infinite delay and the whole ordeal with Fortnite versus the App Store and Apple. It was madness, so let's just jump right into it. After many moons of silence, Rocksteady has given us an update on what they got planned next. They tweeted this picture on Friday, announcing their next project, a Suicide Squad game. More information about the game will be revealed at the DC Fandom on August 22nd. If it's anything like the Arkham games, it should be something to get excited about. Atlus seems more interested than ever to bring its older titles to systems other than dead handhelds. After the success of Persona 4 Golden on Steam, they have this to say: "We will continue to promote the release of titles released in the past on Steam and on new consoles. We are also in negotiation with other companies to launch new games in the future. One of these steps is preparing PC versions of our titles from scratch with simultaneous multi-platform releases in mind." It sounds like they may have other games in the works as per this comment, but nothing official from Atlus yet. Warner Bros. Studios is not being acquired by anyone, according to a report from the Sixth Axis. There were a lot of rumors circulating that EA, Microsoft, Activision, and even Take-Two were interested in acquiring the studio. The parent company of the studio put this message out saying Warner Bros. Interactive remains part of the studios at Networks Group. Honestly, kind of happy to hear this, as the studio has put out some quality work, and I think an acquisition might have affected their output. Oddworld Inhabitants is bringing Oddworld new and tasty to Switch in October. The action puzzle platformer will be available on both the eShop and physically, with pre-orders from varying retailers up now. Cloud Chamber has posted multiple job listings pointing towards their vision for the next BioShock game. The developer already confirmed that the next game in the franchise is in development, but according to these job listings, they are being developed exclusively for next-gen consoles. These listings also hint at bringing life into a new and fantastical world, so it seems we won't be returning to Columbia or Rapture. Most of the positions are for leadership roles, meaning the game is probably a long ways away. Nonetheless, it's something to look forward to. Funko is releasing another wave of PlayStation All-Star Funko Pops. This time around, it will be Sam from Death Stranding, a Ratchet and Clank double pack, Sweet Tooth with his ice cream truck from Twisted Metal, and a different paint scheme for Joel. These are all GameStop exclusive and will be releasing October 5th, with pre-orders available now. Had a lot going on with Microsoft this week, starting with a Twitter user, Zach S, posted pictures of a white Series X controller found in the wild. He claims to have found it on OfferUp for about $35. The official packaging did note that this controller also works on the Series S, a rumored but unannounced console supposedly shipping next to the Series X this holiday season. He also posted a video of him unboxing the controller, saying the size and feel of the controller is amazing. While Microsoft had nothing to say about the discovery of this controller, they did give us a launch window for the Series X. They posted this on their website, saying the Xbox Series X launches November with thousands of games spanning 4 generations. Later on in the week, this picture was posted on Twitter by Tom Warren. It shows a shipping box full of controllers that we just saw, and the box was labeled with a do not open date of November 6th, 2020. This means if the controllers go on sale November 6th, it's most likely that the console will as well. Normally, I would be very excited about this, but the Series X just lost its only major launch title, as Halo Infinite has been pushed back to 2021. 343 Studios shared this on their Twitter, saying, "We have made the difficult decision to shift our release to 2021. To ensure the team has adequate time to deliver a Halo game experience that meets our vision." They cite the COVID-19 virus as just one reason for pushing back the game, as well as some other development issues. This is probably for the best, yet I feel the Series X is going to struggle at launch because of this delay. In some non-Series X related news, Microsoft pushed the release date of the xCloud app up to this past Tuesday. While the official launch is still September 15th, the game has entered a beta of sorts. Anyone with an Android phone can download the app and try out xCloud with an active Game Pass Ultimate subscription. They said this about the change: "As we approach the launch of cloud gaming with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on September 15th, we're entering a limited beta period to ensure a smooth transition of the cloud gaming experience to the Xbox Game Pass app on Android." Around 30 titles will be available during this beta, with the others coming during the official launch. Forza Horizon 3 is reaching its end-of-life status. This is usually when licensing deals start to expire. The game and its DLC will not be for sale digitally after September 27th of this year. Physical copies will still work, and online services like multiplayer will also still function. The game is heavily discounted on the Xbox Store right now, so it might be a good time to pick it up. It was definitely one of my favorite Forza games, and it's probably worth a spot in your backlog. The Nintendo Switch has been mentioned in the website's source code for Crash Bandicoot 4. While the only platforms listed on the website as of right now are the PS4 and the Xbox One, the source code does list a Switch version as well. Activision brought the Crash and Spyro remasters to the Switch months after their initial release, so I would not be surprised to see the same thing happen here. The Black Crate from last week did lead towards the next Call of Duty game. Streamer NoahJ456 spent some time solving puzzles and looking for in-game clues as to when the next Call of Duty would be announced. The puzzles and clues were all Cold War themed and led to a website with a August 14th, 12 p.m. time, so expect some news related to the game there. In a more weird partnership, Chipotle has partnered with Activision for a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 promotion. The first 2,000 players who bought the special Chipotle burrito online were given an access code for the demo of the game on PS4, Xbox One, or PC. By the time this video goes up, I would expect all those codes to be gone, but they are doing a Twitch stream of the demo August 14th for all to see. The rumored Mass Effect trilogy was pre-ordered by somebody in the UK. This picture posted to Reddit shows a $5 deposit on the title. It was also available to pre-order online with a September 29th release date. Insiders like Shinobi have said this title is wrong for the game, but nothing about the date. It is possible for retailers to still not have the finalized information and are just using this title as a placeholder. If this remastered trilogy is coming in September, EA would have to start making some announcements very soon. Def Jam Recordings posted this on their Twitter, talking about a new Def Jam game. They stated once their Twitter account gets 1 million followers, they would have a special announcement. They did hit that 1 million threshold, but nothing was announced as of the recording of this episode. Nvidia has launched the hashtag Ultimate Countdown, stirring up anticipation for the 3000 series graphics cards coming soon. The website is just a countdown timer leading to September 1st at 9 a.m. The event will be online and should have some exciting news for PC gamers. Images of the DualSense controller's battery have popped up on Twitter. User Galaxy posted these images. While the DualShock 4 only has around 1,000 milliamps for its battery, it seems the DualSense will have 1,560 milliamps. While this is an improvement, power management will also be a big determining factor in how much usage we could get out of this controller before having to plug it back in. If you are familiar with the DualShock 4, you'll know having to charge it all the time was a pain. The Last of Us 2 got a free update this week. It added a new difficulty, permadeath option, new trophies, modifiers, and more. While I appreciate the free content, I don't know how crazy you have to be to take this game on with permadeath. As always, when anything is posted by a Nintendo Twitter account, it sparks massive speculation. While Nintendo only has themselves to blame for being so quiet, this was posted to their Twitter this week. It's just a photo of Mario chilling on the beach. People have taken it way out of proportion, hoping for an ounce of news from Nintendo. And while nothing official yet, it was spotted that Nintendo has registered a bunch of The Legend of Zelda trademarks, most likely in preparation for its 35th anniversary next year. They did the same thing in 2019 for the 35th anniversary of Mario, but COVID got in the way of some of those plans. Twitter user Naz compared these trademarks, and there are a lot of similarities between the two. Something I didn't expect, a new G.I. Joe game is in development, and it looks surprisingly alright. It's a third-person hero shooter with abilities and all that, and will be coming to Switch, PS4, and Xbox One on October 13th. 505 Games and Remedy is making an Ultimate Edition of Control for both current-gen and next-gen consoles plus PC. It comes with the base game, the 2 larger expansions, and any content updates since the game's initial launch. It will be $39.99 USD, but one issue has presented itself with this edition. Players who would like to upgrade to the Series X or PS5 version can only do so with the Ultimate Edition. So if you purchase Control at its initial release and all the DLC later, those will not carry forward to next gen. Even if you supported this game from day one, you'll still have to dish out an additional $40 to play on next gen. It was bound to happen at some point, but this shows the reality that not every game will carry forward, like with the smart delivery games, for example. Lastly for the week, huge development from Epic, just breaking huge news. Epic has started a storm that could change the gaming space for a very long time. It all started when Epic pushed a new payment option to the mobile Fortnite versions on iOS and Google Play. Players could choose to pay for V-Bucks within the Apple App Store or through an Epic Direct Payment, which saw a reduced price as the purchase did not have any fees taken from Apple. This caused Apple to remove the game from the App Store entirely. They said in a statement, "Today, Epic Games took the unfortunate step of violating the App Store guidelines that are equally applied to every developer and designed to keep the store safe for our users. As a result, their Fortnite app app has been removed from the store. Epic retaliated by basically starting a movement saying they have defied the App Store monopoly and made a call to action asking players to join the Free Fortnite movement. They also submitted a 65-page legal complaint and lawsuit against Apple. They stated in the document, Apple has become what it once railed against: the behemoth seeking to control markets, block competition, and stifle innovation. As I said earlier, Epic also implemented this change on their Google Play Store version of the app, which was followed by Google removing Fortnite from their store as well. The story is a little different on Android though, as you can download external apps on your mobile devices, unlike Apple's iOS. Google did say this on the move. The open Android ecosystem lets developers distribute apps through multiple app stores. For game developers who choose to use the Play Store, we have consistent policies that are fair to developers and keep the store safe for users. For now, it seems new users cannot download the game from either of these app stores. Those who already own the app can still access Play and make in-game purchases. This is definitely a big move coming from Epic. Not only could it really change how games are handled on varying app stores, but it could change how apps are downloaded and used in general. The changes we might see are all going to depend on how the courts, both in the United States and really around the world, decide to respond to the case. While there were no larger releases this week, I'd like to showcase some smaller games that were dropped, so here are those. We got Risk of Rain 2 on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, Willie Morgan and the Curse of the Bone Town on PC, Metamorphosis on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, the Alto Collection on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, Total War Saga Troy on PC, and Deliver Us the Moon on Switch. Leave your thoughts down below on this week's news. How do you feel about the Epic and Apple feud? Do you support one side, or do you think it's not worth supporting any of these big corporations at all? Has the Halo Infinite delay caused you to rethink your Series X purchase this holiday season? Do you not care about anything else except the small crumbs of Nintendo news coming down the green pipeline? If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps out. But if you didn't, leave a dislike and tell me what you think I could be doing better. If you want to see more, make sure to get subscribed and hit the bell to get notified of new uploads. I'm your host, Wingo Deng, and I'll see you in the next one.